here at the start, where the words fall apart, where language is lost in the wind, the syllables sway in an ancient ballet, the meaningless sounds that we sing. Sleep, baby, sleep, baby, sleep till the feeling is gone. Sleep, baby, sleep, baby, everything's the faces and sounds where the truth goes to drown in the deepest expanse of the sea. Our dreams and our hopes are concealed in codes, and no one would dare hold the key. Sleep, baby, sleep, baby, sleep till the feeling is gone. Sleep, baby, sleep, baby, everything's new in the dawn.
우와, 색깔 너무 예쁘다.
In the wake of the storm, I was shaken, I was reborn. I got another shot to make it to the top today. I'm pulling up the sutures, I'm ready for the future. I'm ready for the slings and arrows and the fortunes lost. There's a voice that's buried deep inside my head. As it stumbled out, it said, hey, I got another chance. I was living like a zombie, head in a trance. you.